My guys, it's your boy Elias Dag, and yeah, I've been missing for a bit because, dude, you have no idea how sick I got, and I'm pretty sure you could tell on the past stream. But I was like, you know what, I'm feeling better, so why don't we just stream a little something, right? And yes, I'm finally playing the Stanley Parable, and to be honest, I don't know nothing about this game. like, I mean, I know like you're in an office, like you're trying to figure out whatever. There's like some random events going on. There's a whole bunch of different endings. They're silly, they're weird, they're scary. You know, it all depends on what you do. But this is the first time I actually get to play it. I think the only reference I have to this game is probably seeing the Game Grumps play it like years ago. You know. But yeah, let's start playing it. And yeah, I'll probably just try to do this all in one go because it is like on the shorter side. But yeah, we'll probably just do this. And don't worry, my dudes. Like, we'll go back to our schedule that we have. You know, the Persona 3, South Park, etc., etc. But anyway, let's begin. Damn, like, I don't know. Like, just because I know that stuff happens, it kind of.
Stanley worked for a company.
I'm kind of anxious about this game.
Where he was employee number 427.
Okay.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Damn. That seems hella boring, to be honest. Yeah.
Stanley relished every moment that
I mean, I guess he enjoyed it, you know?
As though he had been made exactly.
If this was me, you know I would have, like, my AirPod in one ear, listen to some podcasts, an audiobook maybe, listen to my tunes.
And then one day, something very peculiar.
And yeah, I'll just be, like, hanging out, bro.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
That's crazy.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even
say, he barely went to work on like a holiday.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Alright, so now I'm playing as Stanley. Let's just check things out. Because, I remember watching a video about this game once, apart from the Game Grumps playing it. And wasn't there a...
Oh, wait. What could it mean? Stanley decided
to go to
my
door.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, I was saying that, like, isn't there a way to finish the game, like, right away?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace.
I can't find my homies. They're gone. Oh, wait, there's an email. Red button, let me mess around. I'm hacking the mainframe, bro. Okay, let's keep on going. What's this? I like... I'm not gonna read that, bro. Okay. I'm a vampire. Oh, wait. 426. Oh, never mind. For some reason, I thought this was a mirror, bro. And you know how, like, supposedly vampires don't, like, their reflections don't appear? Okay. So, let me open this, no? Okay. Obviously, I have to go through here, but, you know, you never know. I want to explore, my dudes. Okay. Hello? Damn. Suppose it's all abandoned, but they just put a coffee right there. Okay. Turn around. Let's go this way. Oh, those are secret plans for the curry pie formula? No? The back rooms? No? Okay. Oh, this is very back rooms, bro.
Doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right. So yeah, the narrator's telling us to go left. Some people go right. Let's just do what the game says right now, you know? Let's see how it goes. Alright. Because I'm pretty sure we might do like multiple playthroughs of this game. Just because there's like a gajillion endings or something. But yeah, right now I'm just going to play it how it's supposed to be played, you know? Just, or at least I don't know. We'll see how I end
There
up
was
playing
not
up.
a single person
Okay.
here either. Feeling a wave
The
of
targets.
disbelief,
Push their funding.
Stanley decided to go up to
Get
his
Chris out of the
boss's
broom
office,
closet. Wait.
hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay. Let me keep reading this. Get Chris out of the broom closet. What the heck? Synergize papers. Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too synergized, so you gotta fire that paper guy. Hire somebody to fire that paper guy. And who keeps moving my desk? Please keep the targets off topic of. Oh, you know some racial slurs right there, bro. Why would they erase it? You know. The future was yesterday. Tomorrow is now. I guess. Complete today's unfinished agenda. Write next day's agenda and reflect. Employee. Okay. Damn, bro. What's this? I can't mess around. Nope. Oh, there's more stuff over here. We need... What did they even say? Hopeless? Reviews? They want to get rid of the death port portion in the primary review. But I think that was a stupid idea. No more water coolers. More water cooler heater. Oh, more water coolers. My bad. 5 teenagers put in teenage demographic. A lot of percentages. What's this? No more bins, trash cans. Renaming the idea of QN? I don't know, bro. Alright. What's this over here? Things, money, more money. Things, but with money to buy more. I like how they kind of made it seem like people would... Oh, what the heck was that? Yeah, this thing changed, huh? Talk less, don't get fired, bros. Okay. I don't care, let's go. Yeah, I was saying, I like how, obviously it was just gibberish, but I like how it'd be things like people would normally like...
Staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. That would be related to like a company's like little meeting or whatever, you know? Oh, yo, why is the boss's office so red? Okay, is this the boss's office? Is it a bathroom? Why is this bathroom so blue? Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss has suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Okay. Okay, ahora see we're vampires, bro, because we can't see our own reflection. Okay, let's go. We just hanging out. What's over here? Can't open that yet. Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
What's the code for this?
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Oh, yeah.
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
8, 4, 5.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I really like how he's like, the narrator was like, oh, he doesn't know the PIN code, but by pressing random numbers he did, even though he just told us. Okay, so why is it so creepy here, bro? Okay, let's keep going. Do you think, okay, if you make a secret passage, I mean, you already have enough money to make a secret passage. Wouldn't it be cool to just make a little bit, like, spend a little bit more to make it more fancy? Or at least not as creepy?
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Let's go! What the heck was that? That really scared me. Here, let's go.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape? Alright, let's go to escape real quick.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his final death.
Why? Why?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I don't want to die, bro.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I guess. Oh shit. I guess, let's go. What's in here? Oh! I died. Oh! Oh, what the heck? I didn't die. That was it.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow
Just
life.
end me.
Farewell, Stanley.
End me. I'm out here. Deuces.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Then why am I still alive? And why did the narrator change? The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
I guess. The office. Button sounds. Alright. Alright, let's mess around, bro. What's this? The two doors. The set of the two doors opens very concrete piece of the Stanley Parable design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of an exploration. Okay. Oh, so basically, it didn't matter what door we chose. It was still ended up taking us to the same spot. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors on good time. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, never mind. I was seeing it through this way, bro. Never mind. What's over here? Okay, the office. What's up with these nature things, bro? Stanley's computer. Okay. Filing cabinets. Oh, solitaire. Damn. Yes. The credits. Okay. Now what? Maintenance room. Oh, there's like a whole little like section just to hang out and see stuff about the game. Like a little museum. There, narrator emails. How do you stay in shape? Michael the Rock Martin. What the heck? I don't know, bro. I'm just trying to get back. Did I mess up? Whoa. That kind of felt creepy, bro. Oh. Okay. Wait, so is this the actual like ending? At least for the thing that I did? Or is this actually part of the game? Alright, let's go this way.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one
Oh,
another.
yeah.
How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
I think so.
No, perhaps not.
I don't know.
Sometimes these things.
Okay, I'm still kind of weirded out. Like, why did the narrator suddenly change, bro?
But listen to me. You can still save these two.
Hey, what the heck?
You can stop the program before they both fail.
Why am I alive
Turn
again?
off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
Damn, it actually hit me this time. Damn, I died. And she was going at it, bro. She was like, no, you gotta escape. Stop. Okay, I'm back. So
All of
yeah,
his co-workers were gone.
what could
it
this mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Right,
simply
let's
missed a
just skip
memo.
all of this. Wait, we've been through here. Let's go through
When
the door on the
Stanley
right.
came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh yeah,
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Hey, wait up, bro. Ooh.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I guess. Look at all this that we missed, bro. Okay, that was like...
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Where's my patas, bro?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who's this her he's talking about?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Oh shit.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be...
Let me call this. Pizza Hut. What do you want, bro? The heck?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now.
Isn't 427 the number of our desk?
All about your
Oh shit.
Gotcha.
They're trying to creep me out.
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to
I
commit
did.
their life to you?
Damn, they're gonna hurt us like
Stanley.
that?
I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Oh, that was creepy. Can I just leave?
Sorry.
Oh,
but
shit.
You're in my story now.
Also, because we didn't listen to him, now
This is a very sad
he's
story
dangerous?
about the death of a man named Stanley.
Okay. Good morning, employee. Press down on your controller. Okay.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every
Hey, bro.
button that he
What's
pushes is a reminder of the
You like me?
inconsequential nature of his existence.
Damn, look at his bedroom, bro. It's hella...
Look at him
Yeah,
there,
freaking.
pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
Damn,
Now
he's making me feel
pushing a
dumb,
button.
bro.
Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home.
I'm not, bro.
Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
Damn, I should have just listened to
From
him,
behind
bro.
his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown.
So
Fantastic
you telling me I
discoveries.
can't really do
in
nothing? I just gotta listen to this guy
It was
talk?
wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went
let's go spend time with the boys.
He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could
can't
go
do
through
nothing.
either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The
This is
mere
all your
thought
fault, dummy.
that his decisions
Gotta
would
smack
mean
that bald
something
head,
was
bro.
almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this
What the-
fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful
Did I change
fantasy,
anything?
and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Oh yeah.
But there is no answer.
Oh, what the?
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has.
Oh,
Nothing has
is it
changed.
transforming my
The longer he
apartment
spends
into
here,
my
the more
office?
invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Okay.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer.
Let me go to sleep, bro.
That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing
Let me just start
himself.
all over.
But he won't listen to me. He won't stop.
I'll do what you
Here,
say.
watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How
Damn.
can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
I'm back in my office.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But
Come on,
I
open
don't
the door,
make
bro.
the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
Okay.
And I tried again.
Please die.
Stanley
How?
pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Oh. Did I do something? What the heck's happening, my guys? Come back. Alright, let's just do what
All
the
of his
dude tells
co-workers
us.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I like how
Perhaps he had simply
he's
missed a
all
memo.
like, kind of like, nice in a way, I guess, in a creepy way.
When Stanley
But right
came to a
now that he
set
was
of two
torturing us
open
or whatever,
doors, he entered
like
the
you
door
could
on
tell
his
he
left.
like he had evilness in his voice, bro. Alright, let's just keep doing this.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Yep.
Feeling a wave of
wrong
disbelief,
way.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Alright, let's go
Coming
up.
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his
Now
boss's
we're
office.
walking up. We're walking up. We're going over here.
Stepping into his manager's
What
office,
was it?
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human
I don't remember.
life.
Was it 2,
What
4?
could it mean?
No, 2,
Stanley
8,
wondered
4,
aloud
5?
to nobody. He began
remember.
wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet.
Okay.
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
2.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Alright, let's go.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Now we chillin'. We chillin'. So like, okay, so I'm guessing we could just do whatever, right? And if we mess up, like, the game ends up killing us one way or another, and
Stanley
so we
walked
have to
straight
like
ahead
do
through the
everything the
large
guy
door
tells
that
us.
read Mind Control Facility.
Okay. Let's keep on going. Did I press this?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Oh yeah, let's go. Bum 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 bum. We're gonna figure this out, my guys. Okay, come on, cameras. Like the
Now
Truman
the
Show or what?
monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where
Right, let's look for a
freedom
number.
meant nothing.
427, right here. 427. Oh, okay. So basically, no one's in their thing, huh? And only like, yeah, that dude got fired. What does that blue thing say up there? Yeah, let me see what these fired guys, like, what's their screen? Nothing. I don't know, let's keep going. Humans. Right, what does this blue thing mean?
Facility. It was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Let's go. Take me up, red light.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept
it. Look, you see how
his
all this is so like advanced, so technological. But like the little path to get here is like all creepy, bro. They ran out of the budget or what?
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly
Don't say
blind to
that.
the world?
No, I'm my own person. Okay, we're back here.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I mean, I just pressed that button. I don't know if it did anything. But let's go over here and see what's up. System power. I mean, the narrator said we were gonna stop all this, so I'm guessing I chose right. So now what?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Okay.
Was it over?
Maybe. Maybe it was just the beginning.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
We're out of here, boys.
Even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
Yeah, what the heck?
How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
Damn, this is taking forever,
Perhaps
bro.
his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be.
I like how dark it gets when like oh shit.
That was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Yeah, I like how he was like, we gotta figure out what happened to your coworkers.
Stanley felt the cool
and then he's like, what happened to his coworkers? Like, well, you never even find out.
The immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Got mind control again, didn't I?
Was happy.
Psych. Cause like I still want to know like wait, we beat the game. I don't know if you guys see this, but I just got the little thing that said beat the game, the little PlayStation trophy. Okay, we're back. So
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, I was gonna say so we did everything he told us to do.
Two open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Wait, what else could we have changed if we went through the door on the left? Let me think. What did we do? Okay, so if we go on the left, we basically have to go. Oh, we could go down the stairs. Oh yeah, I just remembered. Yeah, because I wanted to figure out like what the hell's going on. I like the whole mystery.
There was not a single person here
and then especially because when we went the other way, he was like, you don't want to know what's going to happen to your wife or whatever? Alright, let's go down here.
Stanley walked upstairs to his
No, we're not. We're going down here, bro. The scary room. Scary room. Just nothing? Okay.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Oh shit,
all of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
And I noticed that earlier.
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! He yelled.
I'm dreaming!
This is all a dream.
This is all a dream, bro.
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually
Am I really just stuck down here?
He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
He
thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh shit.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun.
I want to see my star.
And Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
Okay,
why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
I'm really just gonna have to keep on walking, bros.
He knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Wake up!
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
He does have a wife then.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Okay, bro. What the heck? Am I still in the same spot?
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Damn it, like... It got hella creepy real quick, bro.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
That's it.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, For just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she
Is that
knew.
supposed to be us?
Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
Bruh.
But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
So basically saying that now she's gonna go through all this? Like she's gonna go to the office, notice no one's there, and then she's gonna do her own little like crazy loop? Like we're back, bros.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
Okay.
When Stanley came
Let's
to
go
a
right
set
this
of
time.
two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
You know what?
Perhaps
this
he
time
wanted
I'm
to
not gonna
stop
answer
by
the phone because I feel
employee
like
lounge
the first
just
time
to
I
admire
opened it up, I
Wow.
picked up the call way
Yes,
too fast. I didn't
this
even think about
room.
nothing.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first
Oh,
open
you know
door on
what?
his left.
Where would this take me?
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to
Oh.
the opposite door, and got back on
I
track.
could go down there. What's over here? Oh, this is to go back to the other one. Hell no. Okay. Because if I go this way, we go to the conference room where all the gibberish is, right? So let me do this, bro. Let's go down, bro. Let's go down. I didn't even think of this as an option.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
Hell
He
no.
wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now, in
yeah.
order to get back, he needed to go,
Wait, where's it?
from
How do we even get here?
It's, left.
You sure? Not right? Nope. Okay, let's go left.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my
Bruh,
mistake.
why'd he scare me like that?
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Come on, dude.
Now, let's see. We went down, right, left,
Yeah.
down, left, right. Yeah,
Economic code?
Okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
You sure? I mean, he hasn't closed. Okay, let's go this way, I guess. Boom, boom. Oh, why is it so spooky scary? Oh, we're back here!
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get
I was
back
really
to
scared of
him.
blinking, bruh.
Who am I
Okay.
kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Damn it. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
If only there was like a faster way to walk.
When
Wait, what
Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change?
Oh yeah, bro.
Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
Does it like a
Did you
gajillion ones now?
move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know
Okay.
for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Oh yeah. You know what? Let's go this way. Oh, this is very back rooms, bruh. Oh look, they go to the same spot. It's over here. Oh yeah, all to the same spot. Okay. Let's go this way. No, don't tell me we're back here.
I'll say it.
Okay.
This is the worst adventure
I was
I've
scared
ever
for a
been
bit.
on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Come on, bro. Okay, we're back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, let's keep on walking. Look, we're back there, bro. Oh, this one doesn't have...
It's worse.
Yeah.
I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay, open the door. Did we miss anything? Oh, look. Okay, did we miss anything? Because maybe because I was just messing around, I didn't notice if something was, like, changed or not. But, I don't know what this. No? Okay.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Bro, he's just making me walk. Oh, shit. Saw this?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Hey,
Congratulations!
I won!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
Okay.
Oh, no. I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay?
You gonna make me restart?
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
I guess.
All right,
Okay.
I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
What the heck? I guess we'll follow it. Because I was gonna say, like, is it just gonna make me go?
The line knows.
Is it just gonna make me go through the other path, like the original path?
Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
Pero no, it's taking me through some other spot.
Thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Wait. Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what?
Why did it get all crazy all of a sudden?
Right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Keep on going, though. Okay, I know I'm not supposed to be doing this, but I just want to see. I don't want to miss anything. You never know. Okay, let's keep on going. I thought with this music, though.
Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
What fern?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay, I don't know. Just grass, bro. What would they ask us? I don't know. Let's keep on going. Wait. What time is it? It's like 10:50 something, I think. Oh, never mind. It's like 11:20 something. Okay. Just making sure there's nothing we don't have to remember. Alright, let's keep on going.
Wait, what? we're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Oh, we're back here.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Okay, so what did that fern have to do with anything?
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
What opened though? Oh. Okay, let's go through here, bros. We're in the back rooms, y'all.
Yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well,
And there's nothing here, bro.
What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination.
It's getting smaller.
Whatever it might be, Stanley.
This is really giving me backrooms vibe before the backrooms, bro.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Alright, let's just keep on going. Ooh, we're here.
A choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Let's go, bro. Let's go.
We mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that
I kind of got dizzy.
means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Why didn't this one open? The confusion ending.
Hold up, what's this?
Wait, what?
The confusion.
Deviate from the maintenance room, end up in the monitor room, narrator restarts the game.
That's what this is. It's all one giant
Discover the 2 doors room now has many additional doors.
We're supposed to restart the game, but eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped.
I want to know what's going on, bro.
I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped?
Okay.
Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we
What happened, bros?
know? Will someone come for us?
Why did it stop? Is one of these just going to open?
Okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Wait. It just restarted, bro? And now he forgets about it.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Damn,
what
this
did it
sucks.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ooh, new content. Okay.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Oh shit. Where are we going now? Where are we going now, bros? Okay. My friend.
Hello, and for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on
Damn, 12 years ago and I'm barely playing it today, my dude.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Okay.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
That felt more like an ending than them telling us, oh, go enjoy this more stuff.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Hopefully. Let's go. Take me.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go.
Finally.
All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Was that Palpatine, my guys? I'm pretty sure it was. Let's do it.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if them... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
There we go. Oh, yeah, bro. The jump circle.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Okay, what happens if you get all the jumps? Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Okay, so we ran out of jumps. Okay.
Is that it?
Watch, we're gonna need
Surely
a jump right now.
that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
I was about to say, what if like right after this, there was a section where we needed to jump? So since we wasted all our jumps on that little thing.
Content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more.
Hey, let's go.
Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy
we still have to figure out what's up with the employees, what's up with his wife,
In fact,
the fern they wanted us to memorize.
Trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated
whole mind
and I'm
control
offended,
thing.
and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
Oh, yeah?
No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Restart the game, bro. We got this. Okay. So we're back now. Wait, where the hell are we? Oh, shit.
Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Alright, let's go over there. They have piqued my interest. Okay. Oh! Bro, come on. Don't tell me they killed us again. Oh, now we're good.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our
Damn,
little secret.
bro, look at this.
Take a look. I call it the memory zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable
Our first
was
kiss, my
before
first
it
car,
was
the
sullied
release
with
of
a cheap
Stanley Parable in
PlayStation port?
2013.
Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something.
Stanley Parable Award.
Waste.
Good times. Good times. The original. Okay. A trip down memory lane. Is this a SpongeBob reference? Mr. Krabs' first dollar, bruh? Hell yeah. I got that. Okay. Unless you avoid, it's impossible to get this achievement. Okay. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. I'm not supposed to play the game for 5 years or what? Okay. Nominated for a British award. Beta work in progress. Okay, they're getting hella awards. New game releasing today. Something portable. And some guy dead. Okay, we're out here. What the hell's going on, bro?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote,
Is this real?
"Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all
we're
of them.
playing
And
that right
now,
now.
it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Okay. The original? What's this? Nothing? Okay. Just making sure. The original remake. There's this. Can you get out, bro? Okay, let's just keep exploring.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
How did this game know I was playing it on the PlayStation? That's what I want to know. Can you guys move out of the way? I can't go in there, bruh. Where am I supposed to go?
These were simpler times, Stanley.
Oh, there you go.
But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
Reviews.
What's this? What's down here? Oh no, oh God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely
is this supposed to say? Is this supposed to be like Steam? Like Steam reviews? Not recommended.
I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! funny. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Okay. So, like, was this all part of the original game? Or, like, obviously, this is, like, the new content or whatever, so, or is this part of the new stuff? I'm guessing it's part of the new stuff, since, for example, they have all these reviews or whatever, but I don't know, bro.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh, dear. What an
and then, okay,
memory
is this an actual review? Like, for example, if I were to go, like, on Steam or whatever, would I be able to find Nude Chef or whatever, Noodle Chef, and find this review?
Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
I don't know. Okay, let's keep on exploring, I guess. And, okay, so I'm guessing we just have to, like, keep restarting, see what the hell is going on. But, like, do we never figure out why he's the only one here? What happened to his wife? Or whatever?
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening.
Cookie 9, bro. Come on, bro. It's not like that.
A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have. And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people, and if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over.
Okay.
I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their pressurized gas review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
Bruh.
It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it?
Damn, I didn't even notice the door was gone.
I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait. How do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some... Stanley! Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room.
You sure?
Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've
I
looked
believe
at
you.
it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times.
Get out of here, boy.
Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just...
And it's only been a week and all of a sudden it's all dark.
Right? Me talking and you saying nothing.
Oh, it's dark now.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you
You've been
ever
gone
sat
for a
down
year?
in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is
Okay.
only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost...
Is homeboy gone? Homeboy! Guess he's gone. Bueno, let's skip the silence. Oh, I didn't even notice this tree was dying. The hell, I died. Okay, let's just skip again.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down review and make all of their pitiful demands.
You guys good? Home dog? Why does he go silent all of a sudden? I keep thinking there's gonna be a door pop out behind that, you feel me? Alright, let's just keep going. Skip another gajillion years, bro.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the
Never the
end,
end,
is
is
never the
never the
end,
end,
is
is
never the
never the
end,
end, is never the end, is never the end.
never the end, is 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 never the end, is...
Listen. Water damage has been hella raining. And is there a door? Nope, there isn't. So I guess you gotta keep on going. To the future! Oh shit. It actually collapsed, bro. Okay, I guess you gotta keep on going. Oh, I can see the light, bros. There's still no door. Okay. Get out of here. Damn. I kind of want to know exactly how much time we've been, like, skipping. Because he said the first time that he stopped counting after 1 year, bro. What the hell is this? Oh, there's a pipe. For some reason I thought it was a steak or something. Alright, let's skip again. What the hell happened now? Is it winter time again? I guess so. Alright, let's go. Hey. What the hell happened, bros? Alien invasion or what? Wait, could I press that button again? Let me just make sure. Okay, there. No. Damn. So whatever happened destroyed our little fast forward button. Oh, dude, I'm not a fan of like desert levels. So this is a pain for me. I don't like sand, it gets everywhere. Right, let's keep on going. Now where's our little narrator friend? Did he die? And where are my patas? Oh. I guess. Are we really gonna restart from the beginning? Oh damn, we are.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken. No, the orders were still missing. For now.
Okay. Let's keep on exploring, I guess. Gotta keep on going, keep on going. So, wait, what? Okay, let's do this.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Alright. Because if we remember, there was also like a path going to the right before we went into the vent. So maybe that's like a thing we could do. Alright, let's go this way.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this Ultra Deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was...
And I kind of hate that I never played the first one, so I can't really like judge on like all this like extra content or whatever.
I say we take it one step
shit, why did I turn off?
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable
2. Oh hell yeah! The end is never the end. Is never the end again.
See? Isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally
I like how most of it is just like posters with a number or letter to or whatever.
Magic than anything scientific.
Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum / City 2, Divinity Original Sin 2, Doom 2, Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar, Dark Souls 2. The heck? Shout out to all those games though. Alright, this way to the show floor. It would have been better if it's to the second floor. You feel me? Alright, let's go. New features. Okay. Let's keep on going. Expo Hall 2. They're really going all out with the whole 2.
Try out some of the new features.
What are the new features? Here, the naming my name in the game? No way. A ver.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
A ver.
Jim. Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind,
clear my mind,
forget whoever you are, and simply become
I am Jim.
Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim. Jim. Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name. Okay, we're doing it again.
Yeah, I was about to say, bro, if it actually says either like my gamer tag or my actual name, that's gonna be creepy. But I like this whole joke about like, oh my bad,
playing frisbee
just pretend you're Jim.
staying up all night for a popcorn and horror movie sleepover as Jim, developing a crippling substance addiction as Jim, rediscovering yourself through fringe religious groups as Jim, and finally dying a slow death at an old age, surrounded by members of your cult as Jim.
Okay.
Do you feel it in your soul? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
Hell yeah.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Yes, you see? What a thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button described you. Do it again, do it again.
Do I really have to do this again?
Jim.
Ooh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
What's all this over here? Too big. Okay. Let's keep on walking. Let's keep on walking.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Wait up. I don't know. I still want to do some stuff on Explorer. A whole new office. Red is a new orange. The new updated race trace, more of the same, but in a good sequel, okay? The baby's outgrown up. ¿Cuál baby? Because isn't quality just right amount of change? New features and new ideas. What's this? Free new plus easy trophy? I can't believe it's that simple. Get it here. A ver. I want a trophy. Pull the lever, receive your trophy, no more steps. It just works right now.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes, you see, you'll come to this lever. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the trophy is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Really? I guess. Let's get out of here. I was like, hell yeah, I won't get a free trophy. But then it said something about an infinite black hole, so I was like, wait, is it gonna make me die?
What other exhibits haven't we
the
seen?
Infinite hole, it won't end. Okay, where have I gone so far? Wait up. The jump circle, hell yeah.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle?
Yeah.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
Yeah. That's right here. Can you find them? Collect them all. Collect what?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Oh, this is kind of creepy, seeing all these statues fighting for it. Give me that. I want this. Hell yeah. 1 of 6. Okay. Wait, so are they actually around here?
It is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Exit. So, no, I still want to explore, bro.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there.
Infinite hole? Let's go take the infinite hole.
It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential. Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. but I'm undecided on Get Well
I like this
Someday
one.
and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
I guess. Okay, keep on going. Oh, they got merch up in here, bro?
Maybe I should have gone with... No. No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
We got the gym button. I wanted to check the big hole, bro. Alright, let's go check this out. They really have us exploring everything, my guys.
A common complaint
like
of the
this.
Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true.
But there's nothing in
As long
there.
as you hold onto the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to
what the heck?
long for the
It just
gentle
appeared.
embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be
Where'd it come from?
honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes,
Okay.
the bucket is the perfect
Give it to me
solution.
then, bro.
Come on, give it a try.
Yeah.
Can you feel it? The glow of
Why did he
comfort,
laugh like
even
that?
in
What the heck?
face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you
Oh,
an
yeah.
air of charisma as
There's
well.
a bucket of truth right
I
here.
think
I'm
that just
taking it.
holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they?
Oh yeah.
All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Can we leave? Oh yeah. Well, too bad, bro. I'm taking this bucket, even if it is a prototype.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Alright, let's check out the infinite hole, bro. I wanna see like what's over there. Hopefully we don't die trying to figure it out, but it'll be nice just to like actually see everything. Okay. That's the infinite hole. Oh, what's up with these? That's really a white light, bro. Infinite
Stanley,
hole.
here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Yeah, I don't want to test that out, bro. Because part of me feels like either this game, like you would jump in and this game would be like, you really thought you were going to fall in there? Or another part of me would be like, I feel like they would make you fall in there, you know? So like, either way, I feel like you're just going to waste time dealing with that. But I'm taking this bucket, bro. Then, okay, I'm pretty sure we checked out everything. So wasn't there like an epilogue room? I think we should check that out right now. Where was it? Where was it? Epilogue. Damn it, doesn't even say. I think it was on this side maybe. Because it was right after the little gym button. Alright, where is it? It's right here. What the heck? It just brought us here. That kinda sucked. I thought it was gonna be a whole room. And those stairs are... Oh my god, bro. Okay, let's keep going this way. Settings, world champion. I can't even go through there. I guess. Okay. Wasn't there an exit? Okay, it says exit that way. So let's go find it. This way, supposedly. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum.
All right.
Why do I still have this bucket, bro?
Ready to move on now?
Oh yeah. I can't just throw it. I guess it's my bucket now. Okay, no screenshots.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment.
Okay.
I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready?
Oh yeah.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Can I go down there?
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is
Stanley
much
Parable
better if you
2,
could
Part
have
2,
this.
bro.
Here we go. Version 2.
Bruh.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
I really hate that I'm still carrying the bucket, bro. Oh shit, what the? All of a sudden, look at this. I had to begin the game.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Stanley. Okay, we already know what's up. Oh, we're back here.
All of his
Ah,
coworkers were
look, he even
gone.
put the
What
little
could it mean?
balloons.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The bucket of whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Got annoying after a while.
Stanley felt the bucket calling to him, begging him to pick it
Nope.
up. Why, when Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Oh, yeah.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime.
So now
a work of
supposedly we're
art.
back in the first
But
game,
eager to
right?
get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay, we did that last time.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Let's go, bro.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
Oh, I didn't even know there's another way.
I'm not
Go over
your
there.
enemy, really, I'm not. I
Oh, no, but I
realize
gotta
that
go there,
investing
huh?
your trust
Anyway.
in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
I'm surprised they're actually reusing this dialogue
Please,
instead of
stop
making it
trying to
like
make
at least a
every
bit
decision
different.
by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley.
If we get stuck in
Your
that one, then
chance
they're gonna
to
be hella
redeem
pissed. So
yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
he's been waiting.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out
No.
to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Did I mess up? No, I don't want to redo that ending again. That was so lame, bruh. We're back here. No!
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right.
Just kill me, bro.
Okay, there we go.
Just kill me.
All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside.
So I'm trying to
show you
think,
what's really
were
going
there
on
other
here.
ways we could have gone?
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
I don't know. Am I really gonna have to do all this? No!
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
We're really gonna have to, like, do all this, bro. Why? Why? I guess we're gonna have to just
Stanley is
do
quite a
all of
boring
this.
fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes
I wonder how long.
is a reminder
I'm
of the
actually like almost done with the
inconsequential
game, or did I
nature
finish
of his
it? Or?
existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he
Damn, bro,
relived
I
it
feel so
again
dumb.
and then again.
So I just
and
read.
again,
I was supposed to
over
grab
and
the
over,
bucket, I
wishing beyond
think.
hope that it would never end.
Ah,
that he
damn.
might always feel this free.
Can we just skip this?
Surely there's an answer down
Let me
some new
skip
path.
this.
Mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Maybe.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons.
Ah, man, this sucks.
Nothing
This
has
really
changed.
sucks, Rose.
The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets.
This is probably the
more he
one
forgets
section
which
of the
life
game
is
I'm not
real
liking,
one.
you know? Because, like, you can't even do
And
nothing.
I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long
mess
as he
around?
remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me.
No? Okay.
He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley,
what?
the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You
Yes.
see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself?
Oh, yeah.
How can I get him
Let's
to
go.
see what I see?
Let's go.
How can I make him look
Go.
at himself? I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see.
But okay,
Maybe this time.
so I feel like I'm missing a
And
whole
I tried
chunk.
again, and Stanley pushed a button.
Okay,
And I tried again.
let's just die, bro.
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Cause it's like, are all these mysteries that they had planted us like with the girl or like our wife or whatever, the missing employees? Wasn't there another one he had said earlier? And it's like, I don't think we've gotten answers to any of them.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the
Here's my
meeting room.
bucket.
Perhaps Stanley picked up the bucket.
So what could I do with this?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
How do we... I'm thinking. How did we even get to... Oh, we had to go to the new content thing. Never mind. Alright, let's just go this way. Okay.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Alright. You in the bathroom, boy? No? Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Oh, we found a dude!
One of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I tried.
Where would the other ones be? Because I don't think I've seen any.
Savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Oh, yeah, give me my thing. Alright. No more figurines in here?
Stepping into his manager's office,
well, what happened if I put another button in here?
To discover not an indication of any human life.
What about
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable.
What the heck? He's thinking about the bucket?
Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply
2845
did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
So now because... Oh, here's another one. Because I'm messing around with the bucket, the bucket's not my homie. And like he's making it seem like the bucket is like mystical.
Stanley figs. What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Okay, just making sure there's another one. Alright. We've gone down. Let's go, bros. Let's go, bros. Dude, this has been one of the most random games I've ever played, to be honest.
Plummeting towards an unknown
I knew I was gonna like have to redo some sections. I was gonna be like mysterious or whatever, but it's like I wasn't expecting none of this, to be honest. Or this whole bucket thing.
Right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Now, who even comes up with this, bro? This seems like a Rick and Morty type thing.
Walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Alright, let's go this way.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television
what does the screen over here say? The one with like blue writing.
Did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Hey, he's giving the bucket like a conscious. Alright. Right here.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped
the bucket. What does this blue thing say?
Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be
So
fine.
it's 234, right? Okay.
Was
Damn
the
it.
bucket under the mind control facility's influence as
Come
well?
on, bro.
Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raised
They're really
fears in
making the bucket
Stanley's feeble
a main character of this game, my dude.
No! He screamed into the bucket.
What did it say? What did it say? What did it say?
His own life in
No!
someone else's control? Never!
No!
He squeezed the bucket tighter.
It didn't change.
His
I
one
can't. I
friend
didn't
in
get
the
to read what it
entire world.
said.
At this
No, I'm
point,
sorry.
he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Okay.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
I didn't even notice there was a
Controls
thing up-
labeled with
Oh.
emotions.
I can't even go up the
or
stairs.
sad or content. Walking,
I'm
eating,
feeling that there's
working, all of
another
it monitored and commanded from this
Stanley
very
around
place.
here.
And as the cold reality
I
of
feel
his
it deep
past
in
began
my
to sink
core,
in,
bro.
Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket
Okay.
made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Go back in the mind control thing. Last time we pressed off, this time I'm just gonna let it on, you know? You never know.
When at last they came to the source of the... But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley
bucket.
gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself?
I guess.
How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds. Silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
Okay. Fly. Oh.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another.
Who
This
made
wasn't
this
a mind
game,
control
bruh?
facility at all.
Like,
It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly
Wait, listen.
birds all over the
let's go
world.
back.
The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best.
Oh my god, that's like...
Stanley
I saw one of these birds at a zoo in person, and bro, they're hella ugly. Okay. Is that it? That was it, bro.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Are we just gonna have to do the same
Stanley
thing all
decided
over
to
again?
go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed
Yeah,
a
let
memo.
me take the bucket.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Okay,
Stanley
we're
clutched the
going
bucket
left
tightly
again.
to his chest and entered the door.
It
of
sucks
his
that
left.
because I never got to take that other path in the new content. Oh, what the heck? How do you find them? I didn't even know. I forgot about those guys. Okay, I gotta find. I think it was like 3 more. So I'm pretty sure they're
Coming to a
down here.
staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for
Oh
that.
no,
And in
it's just
such a
ending
competitive
again.
economy, why had he taken that risk? All
Bucket
because he
priest,
believed everyone had vanished? His boss
damn
would
it.
think he was crazy.
Oh, because I
And then
wanted to check if there was
something
a Stanley
occurred to
here.
Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its...
Alright, let's begin the game again.
How long
Yeah,
was
because I
sitting
don't want to
there?
deal with that
Stanley
whole
wondered
nonsense
to
again, bro.
himself. Minutes? Days?
Alright, let's get
The
the bucket.
confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced
I feel like there's gonna be a lot of people watching this saying, "Bro, you're supposed to do this," or "You missed this," you know. And I'm just over here like, "Yeah, I'm gonna take this bucket, bro. He's my friend." Oh, wait. That'll be a reward for finding them all. Inside of the sequel exhibit, a large room, lots of boxes, stairs, something to do with stairs. Some were both red and blue. Is some kind of game? There must be a point to this. Oh, I didn't even see these. Okay, a large room, lots of boxes. Stairs, something to do with stairs. Some were both red and blue. I don't know. Okay, you know what?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket
this is the only
walked
thing with
upstairs to the
stairs.
boss's office.
But it ends right here. Then if I go down... My bad. It also just ends right here. Unless it was back here. I knew it. I knew it.
I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Okay, then. It says something about somewhere that's purple. Ooh, I think I know where. Oh, I went too fast. Oh, I can't go back. Alright. Oh, where's the other one? That's all I remember. Somewhere that was both blue and red. Y luego...
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was
somewhere with a lot of boxes.
To discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Wait, it says something? Oh no, we did find the one about the books.
Yes,
it was here.
This is certainly the most logical explanation.
Okay. Something about... Okay, now I think it was just somewhere where there's a lot of boxes and somewhere that's blue and red, which is obviously purple. So I'm guessing it's in that little like janitor closet, maybe. Okay, wait up. We just got to check this out.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight
ahead. We already went to there. Nothing happened.
Mind control. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death. The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Bro, like, they're really counting the bucket as a new character, bro. Let's go! And then I want to know, why is there another, like, narrator when we did this? Okay.
As the machine whirled into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be.
Damn.
To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere.
Really?
Farewell, Stanley.
Come on, bucket, save me! Save me!
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death.
I guess. Oh. We're over here again.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
What happened to my bucket? Alright, the bucket. Welcome. The bucket was into the grand exhibit. Alright, the bucket exhibit. Alright.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own?
Can I take
you
this
see
one?
the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
Bruh, they're really making the bucket be like an important part of history now?
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
Oh shit. I was gonna throw myself. Alright, let's keep going this way. Dude, there's so much to explore in this game. And it's like, I can't walk fast. I don't even know, like, what I'm doing. Okay, let's go this way. Stress bucket. Where's my bucket at? I guess. But yeah, whoever came up with this, like, really, bro? Like, really? Okay, where did I come from? Where did I go? Oh, I guess I'm supposed to, like, throw myself off into that hole right there in the middle. Bro, I literally came to the one where it's like a dead end. Alright, let's keep on going this way. We got chocolates over here. Come on, bro. So, like, okay, at the end of the day, right? We're not gonna learn anything or find out, like, what's up with the mysteries, huh? Oh, what the? Floating. Okay.
But
So
there
we
is
just...
something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong. Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another...
He's gonna kill us, okay, whatever.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
Right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling
There was
to
some more
him,
blue
telling
and
him
red,
that the employee
and
lounge
some more
was
with
simply the
boxes.
place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
Oh
Was
yeah,
this
well,
better
what's
than
up with
the
that
meeting
fern
room?
they have told us
You
about
know,
earlier?
Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Okay, this is I was thinking one of the little dudes was gonna be at. So let's go down. What was down here? I don't remember.
Oh, good Stanley. I'm glad you found your
Honestly,
way.
yeah, I
knew
do not
you'd
remember.
find this place eventually.
Oh shit! What the heck is all this?
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much.
Is that supposed to be
It's
my
this
wife and some
bucket you're
baby?
carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this
Am I just stuck here?
bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it. Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
This again? Okay. They're taking us now.
Now This is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
No, I don't want to give him my bucket. He's my friend.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
Oh, shit.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
Later, freak.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
Dude, I tried and nothing was happening when I was pressing X. So I'm guessing this was supposed to happen. You even got Halo music?
The Bucket Destroyer. My prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here.
He's really giving like a hero's death to the Bucket Destroyer, bro. Dude, if at my funeral... they don't do this whole thing of goodbye, my friend, you were beautiful. Like this whole cool speech with like Halo music in the background. Don't even bother going, you know, don't even bother burying me. Well, I don't want to get buried, bro. I want to get cremated because that kind of scares me. Well, I don't even care, you know, but it's like...
what could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, let me take the bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone, not with the bucket around. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Yeah, my whole theory was wrong, bro. So it's a large room, lots of boxes, or some are both red and blue. I feel like I've gone through everywhere, though. Why couldn't they just tell us something will happen? Like investigating this room, they feel pointless, to be honest. Bonus stuff, what we know, what we don't know yet. Employee 421 building a bridge. Saw one in, wait, what? Saw one in cargo room. Can we sell them? How many are there? 6. Why floating? Why do they kind of look like 427? So we didn't make them employees? Okay. Maybe we are the collectibles? Oh, I didn't even see this one. Warehouse access plan. Produce one plank to allow use of access past fence. Construct bridge to allow collection of shiny float. Retrieve Chris's remains from warehouse floor. Construct new... wait, what? Do you have to go back? Wait, I think so. Wait up. I think they were cooking with this and I just didn't even realize. Okay, I'm back at...
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Bucket, you coming with me? I can get it.
The good old bucket. Just Stanley.
Just making sure there isn't one around
on
here.
another thrilling adventure together.
Okay, we can open the doors.
Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office. Nothing responded to the bucket's touch, but it did little to discourage Stanley's belief in the magic of the bucket.
Wait up, Rose.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned
Because
out
at first I thought this was one of the rooms they were talking
No,
about, but it wasn't.
Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left.
Then I also thought this was going to be something, but we saw it just took us to that weird baby room.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Is another bucket's talking all of a sudden?
Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk.
I also
Stanley
have not
chose
seen...
not to think
Supposedly
about
they
this
said there was a floating one here,
He was
no?
convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Okay. Oh, I'm up here again.
In here,
said the bucket.
go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
There's hella boxes here. So there might be a freak, a little Stanley. Where though? Where? I don't want to go in there, bro, cause like I feel like there's gonna be one here. No, I guess not. Alright. Oh shit.
Now pick up the phone,
said the bucket.
Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life.
Okay, let's go back. Sometimes it's gonna be the same thing as earlier, bro. This is gonna be the third time.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket.
Okay.
Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Press record or take me back with you, okay?
Lately, I've
Go
been
back
concerned
home.
about him. Wouldn't you be concerned
Where's
as
my bucket
well?
at?
To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Where's my bucket, bro? Oh, here it is. Let's go back to work.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think. It can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
Let's go back home.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to.
Now he's not jealous because we're listening to the bucket.
This awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Alright. Let's ignore everything except
Sad.
the bucket.
I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket.
Now he wants a bucket.
Does have a nice shine to it. Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid.
Bruh, he's falling in love with the bucket too? What the heck?
To another. Oh my
what
God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel
you
so
want
need
it?
to
You want
point
my
out the
bucket?
ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Go home.
Oh no.
Oh, what the?
I'm having feelings for the bucket. No, 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 no. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket?
Bruh,
hear what the bucket has to
we're
say.
gonna
Do
bone
anything
the
it
bucket?
asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes, the bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation. Stanley,
guess.
give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley. I need it. Give
No,
it to
it's
me
my
now.
bucket.
Give it, or I'll...
You're telling me the narrator kills us for the bucket? Go back to work, Stanley. Okay, we're back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Come on, bro.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine with him.
Oh, what the?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Alright. Why did everything change, bro?
Coming to a staircase,
Alright, you know what? I think this was the time when I actually had to go right. Wait, let me just figure this out,
all
bro.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
A good bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket
No.
of culture and distinction.
You messed up.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place
Did I
to
do
be.
anything different?
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, no, never
Maybe
mind.
so.
The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Because I feel like we've done everything already, my guys. And then I can't find the purple room or a room lots of boxes. I can't find them. So I think I'm just gonna call it a day with this. We've had enough random adventures with the bucket destroyer, the sequel that with the gym button. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, because I did too. Even though at the end of the day, like, nothing was solved. All these mysteries, and we didn't even get to solve one. But anyway. As always, you can find me here on YouTube at LA is Dead. You can find me on Instagram at WonderlessKing13. And you can find me on TikTok at LA is Dead 5. We just started a whole bunch of new games, so go check them out, especially on YouTube if you didn't catch them here. And yeah, especially since over there I have all the past streams. As always, see you in the afterlife. And don't let anyone take your bucket, guys. Bye.